All right. Hey there, crew. Happy Friday. Good workout for you today. We have 5 different barbell movements. We're doing 30 reps of each one right after the other. And just to make things a little bit more spicy, we're going to go ahead and do 5 burpees at the beginning of each and every minute as we're working our way through. Ideally, our burpees are taking us, less than 20 seconds. So go ahead, if you can't get those done in less than 20, scale them down a little bit to 4, whatever. But trying to keep that in mind, we want at least 40 seconds inside each minute to work on our barbell movements, okay? So 5 different barbell movements. We have sumo deadlift high pulls, front squats, hang squat cleans, power snatches, and overhead squats today. You're going to choose your barbell weight off of whichever one you find the most challenging. Probably the overhead squats for most people, maybe the power snatches. RX weights today are 95-65. It should be something that feels relatively light, something that you can do, 10 to 15 reps unbroken on any of these movements relatively easily. So not too heavy. If you're on the border or on the, trying to decide between this weight and that weight, probably better to go a little bit lighter so you can kind of keep things moving. As you're doing the workouts, 2 different ways, 2 different strategies, I guess you could take. Would be to either do the burpees and then just get going on a nice, steady, consistent pace for the rest of the minute, the 40 seconds or whatever you have. Or if you want to kind of do more interval style, you can do your burpees and then go really fast on the barbell movements and give yourself maybe 10 seconds or so at the end of each minute to rest before going to the burpees. So you'll have a little bit of work harder, built-in rest, or steady pace. Neither one's wrong. Try, whichever one seems like it'll work for you better. So our movements, let's see, we got a single barbell. Sumo deadlift high pull might be the one you're not familiar with. With this one, we have a nice wide sumo stance. We have those toes pointed forward, making sure those heels are flat on the floor. We have a relatively close grip towards the center of the bar. I kind of like to stick the ends of my thumbs together. This works pretty well. What we're doing is we're pulling that bar from the floor. Much like a deadlift, we have the hips back. We're keeping the shins vertical. We're extending the legs and knees forcefully. And then we're pulling that barbell, straight up towards the ceiling. We want to pull the elbows up, and we want to get that barbell just above the collarbone, basically right above below the chin. We're going to do 30 reps. A lot of legs, a lot of hips, driving that bar up, and we finish with that real high pull. And then after that, of course, pretty basic stuff you should all be familiar with. We have our front squats. Keep those elbows high, chest up, shoulders squeezed back and down, break parallel at the bottom. Hang squat cleans, barbell comes from above the knee, anywhere works well for this movement. Send the hips back, again, drive those heels down into the floor, jump shrug, squat below parallel at the bottom. Power snatch, switching to that wide grip, coming from the floor every time. Make sure you don't have anything over your head. Let's keep those hips nice and snappy. Bring it up overhead, catch with knees bent. And then, of course, that last movement, probably the most challenging for most people, would be our overhead squats. Squeeze those shoulder blades together at the back. Keep those arms straight. Break parallel at the bottom. So, 30 reps of each one. No, they cannot be broken up. You do 30 sumo deadlift high pulls, 30 front squats, so on and so on, with 5 burpees at the beginning of each and every minute. All right, get after it, guys. Have a great workout. See you Monday.